Welcome to Kaumudy Global. The organ transplant fiasco in Kerala government's medical mission Mrita Sanjeevani is what we witnessed on Monday, June 20th at Government Medical College, Thiruvananthapuram, where a 62-year-old man, Suresh, lost his life in a sheer medical negligence on the part of higher medical authorities. Despite the kidney of Jijat, who was declared brain dead, was brought to Thiruvananthapuram Medical College through green channel of Kerala police in minimum time from Rajagiri Hospital and was transplanted to Suresh, whose DNA matched for the transplant. Unfortunately, due to the lack of coordination at Thiruvananthapuram Medical College, the kidney donation, which was a kind gesture of the relatives of the deceased Jijat, went worthless. The medical board and the concerned authorities are the decision makers as to when, what and how the procedures of diagnosis, treatment and surgery should take place. But in this case, they have clearly failed in working out this criterion. It is highly in talk that Sunday being a holiday would have led to the uninterested and neglecting attitude of the doctors in question. Health Minister Veena George suspended the heads of the Urology and Nephrology departments at Thiruvananthapuram Medical College on Monday after the death of a kidney transplant patient prompted concerns about the medical college's competence. The preliminary assessment given by the Additional Chief Secretary Health had indicated the likelihood of a coordination failure at the medical college, she claimed. The two doctors have been temporarily suspended and a detailed investigation into the incident has been requested based on the ACS reports. The investigation will look at whether there was a coordination breakdown between these two departments, the minister informed reporters on Monday. The extensive investigation that has been launched will also look at the conspiracy angle. The presence of outsiders when the ambulance carrying the kidney arrived at the portico of the medical college super specialty wing seemed suspicious, according to the minister. She claimed that these strangers had seized the container containing the kidney before the two doctors in the ambulance could even exit. These people were confused because they didn't know where the operation theatre was, the minister explained. The circumstances that led to these individuals receiving the container rather than the hospital officials will be investigated, she said. According to the minister, the investigation would look into the likelihood of certain elements seeking to sabotage the government's organ transplant program. We have completed 2 successful liver transplants, both of which were done for free. In addition, all 5 of our main medical schools are now equipped to do organ transplants. Setting up dedicated organ transplant teams in Government Medical College will be a major help, as people would otherwise have to rely on private hospitals where organ transplants are expensive. The probe will also look into the possibility of outside forces attempting to derail the government's organ transplant program. Except for the commotion that occurred when the kidney arrived from Kochi, the minister stated that the processes leading up to the transplant proceeded smoothly. On June 19th, when the medical college was notified of the kidney availability, the minister stated that all claimants were contacted for a test. By 2:15 p.m., Suresh's DNA was discovered to be the right match, the minister said. By 2:30 p.m., the ambulance had left Kochi. The ambulance included 2 doctors from Thiruvananthapuram Medical College who had arrived in Kochi early in the morning, in addition to the driver, the minister said. By 4 p.m., the patient was scheduled for pre-operative dialysis, which had to be completed at least 1.5 hours before the kidney arrived from Kochi. By 7:45 p.m., the procedure was completed. By 8:15 p.m., the patient had been transported to the operating room and the procedure had begun by 8:30 p.m. To put it in another way, the preliminary report ruled out any postponement. Despite the fact that the procedure lasted over 8 hours, the patient was proclaimed dead. Only after the postmortem can the true cause of death be determined, the minister said. This is Anjana signing off. Do like and share this video. For further updates, subscribe to Kaumudy Global.